Hey guys, it's Corey and Justin here, back with another Boom Fantasy slate today. I hope everybody enjoyed the free roll Oscars slate last night. I know I did, and somehow nearly cashed without even knowing anything about the Oscars, which was pretty cool for me. It's just able to play along and see how we did. You got to always love those free rolls. You excited for the slate tonight, Justin?
Yeah, I was up till 4 a.m. last night researching, so I'm ready for it to start.
Hey, Justin and I are ready to crush. Um, so let's get into it. And today we're waiting on a lot of injury news on this Boom Fantasy slate. The good news is a lot of these games will be early, so it won't be a huge problem. And with that, we'll start with points with Giannis Antetokounmpo, LeBron James, Victor Oladipo, and Goran Dragic. What are you thinking here?
The first thing that stands out for me is I know that LeBron crushes the Pistons, which is very sad for me because I'm a Pistons fan. But there's a lot of ways you can go. Dragic has a revenge game against Phoenix, and obviously Phoenix is very poor defensively. And if Chris Middleton gets ruled out before lock, Antetokounmpo becomes a better play as well. So I think for this category, I'll be splitting shares for my multi-entering.
Yeah, I completely agree. Honestly, all these players have great upside tonight. Little difficult. Dragic is the dream matchup with Phoenix. Maybe a revenge game. It's been a few years now, so I don't know if we can really say that. But you gotta love Victor Oladipo again. He's been absolutely crushing. He crushed last night against the Wizards. And then LeBron has just been a usage machine, and they're without Tristan Thompson and Jeff Green tonight, which makes the Cavs even more thin, which probably puts the ball in LeBron's hands even more. The thing to watch out with Giannis is if Chris Middleton doesn't play, Giannis is gonna get a big boost, and that's where Justin and I are really torn. That's why we do believe you got to split shares between the two of them. It's a complete total toss up tonight. I would take like 2 shares of one and 3 shares of the other, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going. Probably more on the James side for me.
Yeah, it's probably the safer side for sure. Both pretty good matchups. And then the next category we'll go into is rebounds with Sabonis, Alex Len, Tristan Thompson who's been ruled out. Let's make sure we don't pick him tonight. And John Henson. What are you thinking here?
I know that we have to consider Alex Len, we need Tyson Chandler to be out tonight, which I don't think he's been ruled out at this point. And John Henson, I believe, sees more minutes now tonight with Tyler Zeller being ruled out. So I'm thinking I'm going to go all of my shares on Henson.
Yeah, Henson's a interesting pick. We really like him today. He's been pretty much crushing recently, and in low 20s in minutes. And tonight we have him projected around 30 against a team that is a poor rebounding team, which makes us like Henson. We'll get the news on Tyson Chandler before the slate locks. If Tyson Chandler does play, Alex Len really can't be too heavily considered. And then if he doesn't play, I mean, Len's really the only guy who can hang with Whiteside in that paint, which will make him a little more appealing. And Sabonis does have that upside. We're seeing he's averaging 8 rebounds a game. But there will be bench minutes. This game should be pretty close, which would leave Miles Turner and Thaddeus Young in there a little more, you would think. So right now I'm liking Henson, and then if Chandler gets ruled out, then you can definitely consider Len tonight. And with that, we'll jump into assists between Goran Dragic, Devin Booker, Ish Smith, and Eric Bledsoe. Is Ish going to do it tonight, Justin?
It's just not going to make it in this category for me.
Thought I'd take a shot in the dark with that. Yeah, here we have a little bit of a tough call. You have the inconsistency of that Devin Booker. He'll drop 40 and 10, or maybe he'll drop 30 and points and 2 assists. I mean, you don't know, especially with Elf there. And then we get Dragic in that somewhat revenge game, dream matchup against Phoenix, going against one of the fastest paced teams in the league. And Eric Bledsoe, another guy who's going to get a huge boost if Chris Middleton is ruled out. So what are you thinking here?
I think that most of my shares, I'm probably going to go 4 shares Dragic, 1 share Bledsoe. I know that obviously Phoenix is terribly defensively and they play at a fast pace. And then you're also got to factor in the individual matchup against Elfrid Payton. He's one of the worst point guard defenders in the league and one of the worst defenders in the league. So I
Right.
think that I'm going to go most of my shares Dragic, but in case we don't get Middleton news before lock, probably 1 share Bledsoe because he does show the ability to get double-digit assists.
Yeah. And he'll get a big usage boost if Middleton is not on the court tonight. I agree, 100%. I definitely need a piece of Bledsoe, but Dragic is my favorite. And lastly, we got to project the points for Devin Booker, and I think Justin found some really good info on Booker crushing Miami.
Yeah, Booker actually has decent numbers over his career against Miami. Obviously, most of the time they've played, he had Eric Bledsoe, who took up a lot of the usage. Because now he's seeing around 30%, 30 to 33% usage with Alfred Payton now on the team because he's not much of a shooter. So I think I'm going a single bullet here of 31 points for Devin Booker. I think that he's averaged around like 27 points against Miami, and I can see him hitting some shots tonight.
Yeah, we like this game a lot tonight. Miami could be thin, still waiting on some injury news there as well. Um, I kind of like the 25 to 29 range because, I mean, like Justin said, he's been averaging that 27. I kind of like to play it safe there. But, if Justin hits with that high projection, I mean, a lot of people probably won't. So that jackpot could be all his. Yeah, so, 25 to 31 for Booker tonight. I'll be in that 25 to 29 range, but I could definitely see the upside. And with that, we'll jump into the late slate, where we have points between Marc Gasol, Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen, and Jason Tatum. This one's interesting. We don't have too many guys who are just really high point producers. Gasol's questionable. It looks like he's going to play. Jason Tatum is going to get a boost without Kyrie Irving. But he's been hitting that rookie wall as of recent. And it's a little interesting there. We might like Terry Rozier to dominate that game. Possibly. And then we get two Bulls and Zach LaVine and Lauri Markkanen, also in that same game as Tatum. I'm pretty confident in LaVine here. I kind of like the matchup. I like him at home, and I think I'm going all in. What about you?
I think I'm going 4 shares LaVine to 1 Marc Gasol, just because the thing that we'll touch on the rebounding category is he is going against his brother, Pau Gasol, in San Antonio. So you never know there. So 1 share could do it for you.
Yeah, that could be an interesting matchup, brother versus brother. Maybe some extra minutes, because Pop likes to mess around. I mean, I don't know. It's something to keep an eye on. And then speaking of that rebounding category, we do have both of them in there, so that could be kind of fun. As well as Al Horford and Bobby Portis, who's getting the start tonight. It looks like the Bulls are going to give him a longer look. This one is also really tough. If the Bulls do give Portis 30-plus minutes, I think he can get 10 to 12 rebounds. Horford always seems to sit at like a 7, 8-ish, like tops. And then you got the Gasol brothers going at it. I don't know, man. I think I want like 3 shares Portis, 1 of each Gasol. What about you?
I think with the injury to Kyrie Irving and having Terry Rozier and Marcus Smart on the court more, I think that'll actually take away some rebounds from Horford. So I think I'm going to stay away from that. And I think I'm going to go all my shares on Portis with him getting the start. I mean, I like guys that have high energy, and when I've watched Bulls games, he's one of the highest energy players out there for them.
That's true.
I could see him getting double-digit rebounds. And the Gasols, I mean, you never know with minutes and a blowout opportunity there, with Memphis being pretty much in tanking mode with all the injuries that they have.
Yeah, and Bobby Portis is getting a shot. You look for him to make the most out of it. And for assists, this one's already interesting. We're choosing between Paul Gasol and Chris Dunn, which usually would be like, all right, we'll take Chris Dunn and move on. But Justin found some interesting info. If LaMarcus Aldridge happens to be ruled out, did you want to touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, with LaMarcus Aldridge out and obviously Kawhi Leonard out, Paul Gasol is the highest usage, assist rate, and rebounding rate on the Spurs. So if he does see minutes in the 30s, he put up 8 assists the other night on Saturday when he was our must-have with a DFI. So I think I'm going to split shares if we get news on Aldridge out between Dunn and Gasol. Probably 3 Dunn, 2 Gasol.
And then all done if Aldridge plays?
Yep, if Aldridge plays, I don't think I'll touch Gasol in this category.
Yeah, that's just something, the average player might just like see, oh, Chris Dunn versus Paul Gasol, we have 2 guys out, I'm taking Chris Dunn. But, if Aldridge doesn't play, we can see that upside with Gasol. He'll get that extra minutes against his brother probably. So it could be sneaky and it could help a lot, especially as we move on to our last category, which we don't really have. Kyrie Irving has been ruled out. We can't really touch on this at all. It's kind of like a free square, I'm going to assume, on this question. You can put him at 0 just in case. But it does say that exact total must be selected to be considered a correct answer, and he must play for the question to count. So it looks like this one won't count. And therefore, this category also will be pretty this late slate will be pretty big on injury news for us. So with that, and not having discussed the last category, that'll be it for the Boom slate. Justin and I will be heading over to the DFIU War Room, where we have a slate we absolutely love. We have a game stack we absolutely love, and we're ready to crush again. How about you?
Yeah, I'm ready to get into it. I've been waiting for this 7 p.m. start since 4 a.m. last night.
Yeah, that's some real dedication. But thanks for being with us, guys. Good luck, and we will be back with you tomorrow.
See you guys.
Good luck.